Hello friends, good afternoon to all of you. So I'm back with another video on sociology optional subject for UPSC CSE means examination. So friend, basically in the last video, as you've seen that I have put that as a part 1. Basically in the last video we have finished comparison with other social sciences and I have just given an introduction of the scope of the subject. So basically in this video we are going to finish the scope of subject by seeing two school of thoughts on the scope of sociology. So friend, please do this. Yes, it will really motivate me to do this awesome course. Share as much as possible so that more and more people will get benefited. Comment and like the video and ask any doubt if you have, and hit the subscription button below the video as hard as you can. And now you can also follow us on Facebook page, that is facebook.com/Unorthodox Academy. So friend, as you know that we are covering slot 2 autonomous topic, and these topics of paper 2 will be already finished. In this video we are going to see the scope of sociology with from the point of two sociological, basically two school of thoughts, and we have in the finished comparison with other social sciences in the last video. So let's get started. So basically there are two school of thoughts with different viewpoints regarding scope and subject matter of sociology, and these are formal school and synthetic school. So basically according to formal school, sociology was conceived to be a social science with a specifically defined field. The school had George Simmel, Ferdinand Tönnies, Alfred Wehrkant and Leopold von Wies as its main advocates, and on the other hand the synthetic school with Durkheim, that is Emile Durkheim, Hobbes and Sorokins advocated a synthesis in the form of coordination among all social sciences. Now first see formal school of sociology. Formal school argued in favor of giving sociology a defined subject matter to make it a distinct discipline. It emphasized upon the study of forms of social relationships and regarded sociology as independent. According to Simmel, sociology is a specific social science which describes, classifies, analyzes and delineates the form of social relationships, or in other words, social interaction should be classified into various forms or types and analyzed. Simmel argued that social interactions have various forms. He carried out studies of such formal relationships as cooperation, competition, sub and superordinate relationships, and so forth. Now basically he emphasized on the process of abstraction of these forms from human relationships which are common to diverse situations. Then Wehrkant maintained that sociology should be concerned with ultimate forms of mental or psychic relationship which knit the pupil together in a society. Basically according to von Wies, there are two kinds of fundamental social processes in human society. Firstly, the associative process, which concerning about contact, approach, adaptation, etc. And the second one is dissociative process like competition and conflicts. And basically apart from these two processes, a mixed form of associative and dissociative also exists. Then Tönnies divided societies in two categories, namely Gemeinschaft, that means community, and Gesellschaft, that means association, on the basis of degree of intimacy among the members of the society. He has, on the basis of forms of relationship, tried to differentiate between community and society. Then Max Weber also makes a defined field or definite field of sociology. According to him, the aim of sociology is to interpret or understand social behavior. But social behavior does not cover the whole field of social relationship. Indeed, not all human interactions are social. Sociology is concerned with the analysis and classification of types of social relationship, and associative also exist. So then we see the criticism of formal school. Basically formal schools have been criticized on the issue that it has emphasized on merely abstract form and neglected the concrete content of social life. Abstract forms are separated from concrete relationships which cannot be studied. Then Ginsberg says that the study of social relationship would remain barren if it is conducted in the abstract without the full knowledge of the terms to which it concrete life they relate. Sociology does not alone study the forms of social relationship. Political science, international laws also studies forms of social relationship. The conception of pure sociology is not practical, as no social science can be studied in isolation from other social sciences, that mean philosophy, history, anthropology, and etc. Then synthetic school of sociology. Basically, synthetic school wanted sociology to be the synthesis of social sciences and thus wanted to widen the scope of sociology. According to Emile Durkheim, sociology has three principal divisions, namely social morphology, social physiology, and general sociology. Social morphology is concerned with the geographical or territorial basis of life of people, such as populations, its size, density, and distribution, etc. Then social physiology deals with the genesis and nature of various social institutions, namely religion, morals, law, and economic institutions, etc. Then basically in general sociology, the main aim is to formulate general social laws. Then Hobhouse perceived sociology as a science which has whole social life of man as its sphere. Its relations with the other social sciences are considered to be one of mutual exchange and mutual stimulation. Then Karl Mannheim divides sociology into two main sections, that is systematic and general sociology and historical sociology. Then Ginsberg has summed up the chief function of sociology as it seeks to provide a classification of types and forms of social relationship, especially of those which have come to be defined institutions and associations. Then it tries to determine the relationship between different parts of the factor of social life, for example, the economic, political, the moral, legal, intellectual, and social elements. So now we see the final conclusion. Basically, thus on the basis of viewpoints of different sociologists, we can get a general outline of the scope of sociology. This is of various institutions, associations, and social groups which are result of social relationship of individuals should be the concern of sociology. Secondly, the links among different parts of society should be studied. This objective is dealt with justice by functionalist school of sociology, which basically the functionalist school of sociology depends or thinks that cooperation exists in the society, and the Marxist schools also gives importance to this viewpoint. Thus, social structure should be given adequate importance in subject matter of sociology. Thirdly, sociology addresses itself to the factors which contribute to the social stability and social change. Then fourthly, sociology should also explain the trend of changing pattern and the aftermath of the change in the society. So basically, we can say that the scope of sociology is very wide and it cannot be simplified in a shorter terms, because as you know that all social sciences are correlated to each other and they are interdependent on each other. So guys, thank you for listening me and watching this video. Please do these things. Thank you.